I'm not gonna lie, this update has been a wild one for us. We worked on far more than you'll be able to see in this patch, but more info on that at the end of the vid. Let's talk about what you can see, starting with the long-awaited party feature. You've seen it in our dev builds, and we've had it in the game for a long time, but the team's been hard at work at getting the party system to a place where it's ready for your use and testing. We think we've got it. I say think only because a system like this has a remarkable amount of unique use cases that can throw the whole thing into a panic. But we've been hammering on it, and we've worked hard to put it through the ringer. That being said, you all will be far better at hammering out all the dark recesses we could have missed, so we placed parties into your capable hands. As of now, a party will support up to 3 people that will queue together for matches at the discretion of your party's captain. You can invite friends directly, you can share a party code, or you can even use a deep link URL that you can toss into Discord or wherever your friends happen to dwell across the internet. Parties are a ton of fun, and for a game that we've built from the ground up to support group play, let's just say it's a fitting feature to deliver on our core creative promises. One more quick note, we've decided to tie our previous voice chat system to the party system directly, meaning if you want to voice chat with individuals, you'll need to be in a party with them. We think that makes sense for now, but let us know if you have any concerns about that. Of course, excited for your feedback. Next.
So, just to pause on that, right before this video came out, I was asking Cloakin internally, what was the parties limited to 3 players also for them, or was it more? So from what he answered to me was, they were actually testing somewhere between 6 to 24 players in a party. So the good news is, it can scale up. What we're going to find out is how well it works in the wild. Because like I said, when the game originally was released, the first day of the beta, all the way back in August of last year, parties were in it. Parties were causing it to crash. So they literally did not keep the party feature in because of that. And it's taken, how many service directives? 11 service directives? So like 10 service directives and 13 patches for it like to for it to come back. So yeah, kind of crazy. But yeah, they can scale it up. So if it's working well, don't be surprised if we are able to start partying 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, which would be kind of neat. But right now we're such a small group, it'll be kind of cool.
We've overhauled the play menu, giving you your first top-down look at the Welkin
Which is
Isles.
really cool.
There is so much we want to unpack about this place and the stories that fill these mystical floating lands. But this is just our first important step in getting there. There's a zoomed-out view and a zoomed-in view, and you can expect this all to polish up a good deal more as we continue our progress toward launch. Weapon balance. We know you have thoughts on balance, so check the patch notes for the full details, but Kyle did a pretty big overhaul.
Oh yeah, we're going to check the patch notes. Boy, wow.
Address the prevalence of rocket launchers, and to bring up some weaker weapons. In particular, assault rifles and SMGs received some substantial changes, including a bug fix that...
Yeah, so you saw the Alpha Null. It's a submachine gun, which I wasn't sure what it was, but it's a submachine gun. That's not in the game yet. Okay, that's not in the game yet, so that's going to be removed from the patch notes. It hasn't been done so yet, so probably when I'm going over the patch notes, you'll see it still. But yeah, that's not in the game yet. Because I was like, oh wow, new gun dispatch, and Cloakin's like, oh, that's not supposed to be there. Okie dokie.
Prevented them from firing at their intended attack speeds. Lots to check out, if you're interested. What else? Well, as I mentioned at the top of the vid, we worked on a lot this sprint that you can't really see yet, but I'd like to give you an early glimpse at some of it. First, PvE. We continue to try to lock down some shared PvE experiences that we think will bring more to...
PvE, player versus environment, for those who don't know what it is, versus PvP, player versus player. Because a lot of people are like, what the heck is PvE?
The table for the game. We know not everyone wants to duke it out in high-intensity PvP all the time, so we're hoping we can bring some cool ideas to the table. One of these working ideas is a shared combat space that we call the Coliseum.
Ooh la la.
It'll be home to challenging, cooperative, wave-based PvE encounters that we hope will help ease new players into the game, but also challenge skilled veterans.
I like it.
There are also some other modes we've been cranking away on in this category, but nothing else we want to pull the curtain back on yet. What else? Well, we've been trying to figure out how to make gunplay feel even more, to use a game dev term, visceral, with a feature set we've been calling Guns Blazing. In short, we just want to make shooting a gun feel as cool as possible, so we're looking at the VFX, screen shake elements, bullet trails, sound design stuff, but also working to make manual aim a more satisfying way to play for most weapons. There's lots still in flight here, but it's starting to take shape. Keep in mind, these changes are likely to throw gun balance into a bit of a whirlwind, but have no fear. We'll fix it. What else? Well, there are design considerations even further out I can probably dance around without getting into too much trouble. Zegan, Ciderhelm, Kyle, this is your cue to look away. Since the beginning, we've always wanted Catalyst Black to be a game you could easily play with friends, while also bringing unique strengths to the table for your party and team by way of your loadout. We don't believe we're really delivering on that promise yet. So we're choosing to square off with the question of how to make individual contributions to a team and party more meaningful and distinct. And that's probably about all I can say about that. Anyways, feel free to share your thoughts on this topic in our Discord. Passionate feelings on the matter.
That explains it a lot.
All right, I'm done. As always, thank you all for the passionate feedback and patient testing. You are amazing. And we couldn't be more blessed to have you with us on the development journey. It's been a journey, hasn't it, my friends? We aren't done yet. Hope you enjoy patch 0.14. Hit us hard with anything you think needs improvement. We'll be watching, reading, listening. Much love. And never settle for the lesser evil.
What up? Hello? Yes. Sure. So, what's really cool so far from what we've seen is Coliseum looks bananas. It's a wave-based one. Straythorn has been asking for that for a while, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy when he sees that. Any PVE, whatever, I'd like to play it. It's because when I play Eventide, when I play most modes, it's always I excel at PVE anyway. Besides dodging and moving around, PvE is my other thing. So I'm really good at taking down objectives, which is literally player versus environment. So that's why any PvE mode would be great for me. So that's what I'm actually looking forward to. We'll jump over to the patch notes, and I'll scroll back up to the top. Patch notes are funny, man. There's a lot of really interesting stuff that was done in these patch notes. And I want to actually try to kind of talk about some of them. It's really about the weapons balancing, which is the biggest part. So it says like parties, reimagining, Catalyst Black as a social experience, introducing parties, squad up to 3 friends, and take on players' creatures, and alike coordinating strategies, sharing the best moments in the process. Invite your friends already online or share a unique drop-in URL outside of the game to get your team going. Both the play menu and the social hub have been overhauled. Individual so here's how it works. When they drop these things, the updates are kind of being pushed through Apple and the Google stores. It just takes time for them to get through. They might have did it yesterday, and they were just waiting for it to go through, and they have a good feeling it's coming through today. So that's why these things get dropped. It's not like it's hopefully coming today. It should be out today. Because one of the biggest things that are different about this update versus some of the other updates there really is no big changes being done to the server. And you heard we don't get the big changes really being done to the server until GeoBeta is released. So what happens is that's about 3 to 4 days after we have run through it and see how it works. So the way it's going to basically play out is if everything is 100% by Wednesday of next week, they should be able to push out GeoBeta. And once GeoBeta is pushed out, we all will be playing on that, and then the harvest stuff should kick in the right way. But it should be out today. It's just now what you were doing yesterday, where you were checking every hour to see if the patch came up, that's what you kind of need to do, because we don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen soon. Usually when this happens, it usually would drop like 2 to 3 hours after this was uploaded. From the last time I remember it, while we were sitting down and the directive came out and the patch notes came out, it took almost 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours after that point for it to drop. So that's that. But so they did a lot of, let me see, been overhaul following new art style together with inviting gameplay, social features, and what's okay. Oh, good. So you're already you're ahead of the game. So the first thing they show us is parties. I'm gonna push over a little bit. So I'm gonna move this over so I can actually see what you guys are saying when I'm not looking at this. But I cover my stuff. So what's kind of cool is, so there's 2 types of parties. There's the open party, and then there's the closed party. Closed party is I have to invite you to come in to a party with me. Open party is I'm ready and open to be partied with, and anybody who can just drop in and be in the party. Once we hit 3, we max out. What's kind of neat is if we're all on the stream together, the 2 people or 3 people on the stream, we can go together, or what we can just do is 2 and 2 of us like party up, and then whoever else hops on just join in to either one of our parties. So that would be kind of cool. Or like we said, we could just keep it closed and then we invite people as captains. Oh, that's what we're going over right now. I'm going over the weapons. We haven't been able to play the patch, so we only can go on what we can see. We only can go on what we can see and what we can read. The weapons. Whoo! It looks like it's gonna be interesting. But the parties look pretty nice. So the tutorial, the menu looks really neat. I like the whole idea of now you're seeing a map and you're getting a general idea of where these islands are located, which was something I had asked Cloakin. This is a lot more pretty than what we had before with the little stupid squares. This also gives them a lot more space as they add stuff. You'd have stuff scrolling down to the side, but it would allow you to just put new items opening up on the map, and you just can scroll through the map to jump to different things, which I think is pretty cool. Especially when PvE comes in, you'll have the ability to go straight through them. So that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. I want to see if there's any changes to Paragon Arena, or if we're still stuck with the exact same play style of Paragon Arena that we have now. Hopefully, if Eventide is still a rank mode, also same thing. Have there been some improvements made to these modes? One of the easiest things they can do is let you continuously go through the rank ladder over and over again. And then, like I said, the maximum you can go per season could be anywhere between 5 to 9 times. So it'd be kind of cool if you could go through 5 times. That'd be awesome. Nah, I'll be honest with you, the old play menu is boring as F, and there's a lot of scrolling. I like being able to see the maps. I think that's really cool. I like being able to get an idea what these islands are actually located. And the funny thing is that slot menu thing is something you see in a lot of games. It's cool to do something different. And to me, that's the thing that I like about that. This looks a lot better to me. So we'll see. it function also matters. Does it function well, or is it clunky? So that's one of the things we definitely want to talk about when we're in there. Social Hub accommodates new growing sets of social features in the main menu. Start party, access your friend list, change your voice chat settings all in one place. Yay! Minor changes based on your feedback. Harvest quests have been updated to provide refresh incentive. Finally, just note that Secret Service, this is something we just mentioned, until the Geo Beta server has the update and the changes are done to all the servers, even though you see new items, you'll still be getting the old ones, which is fine. I need a fourth Brighton. And for some stupid reason, this stupid Harvest quest keeps giving me negate sirens and or harbingers, which I don't want. I just need one more stupid Brighton. And then I have to go then work on getting guns. That's it. I hate the random number generator. I hate that I can't pick what I want. I hate it. To be at its mercy every freaking time I want something and not to be able to get what I want really makes me upset. I don't enjoy that at all. Ooh, balance changes. Great news. We discovered and fixed that pesky reactivation delay bug that was causing all weapons to fire 1 seconds slower than intended. The bug impacted assault rifles and SMGs the most. They fire much faster than other weapons. Miniguns were unaffected due to its unique way and the way they functioned. As a result of this fix, all weapons started firing 0.1 seconds faster. So in order to maintain the stat that they were previously, reactivation delay on all weapons have been increased by 1 to compensate. Assault rifles and SMGs will not increase, and they always were entitled to be 0.1 activation. So that's pretty neat. So now here comes the fun part. Woo! Woo! In exchange for the power gain from reactivation delayed bugs fix, assault rifles will not slow the user, or assault rifles will not slow the user while they are firing, but upon ceasing fire, you instantly regain normal. Oh God! Assault rifles are now chain guns or miniguns. Boo! You're not slowing the users while they're firing, but upon ceasing fire, they instantly regain normal movement speed. This makes choosing when to start unloading your clip more of a choice rather than just always firing whenever an enemy is in range. Damn it. Double damn it with cheese. It makes it more strategic. That means your tick wraps becomes a really powerful trinket because you don't have to be shooting all the time anymore. That's the only time I'm never shooting my gun all the time. Your tick wraps. Every other time, I'm always firing my weapon. Specifically rockets. Always firing them. Specifically the trial. But it gets good. So Northern Warmth finally got more ammo, which is good. It's up to 30. The reload time increased from 1.6 to 2. Youch. Primary charge on hit was reduced from 1.3 to 0.15. Double ouch with cheese. It might be made up because of the extra 10 shots, but who knows? Probably is. Probably is. Reduction. No, it's actually a little less. 30 times 0.15 is about 40 something, right? 450. So 4.5. And before at 20, you were getting like 6 seconds. Yeah, you lost. You lost. It actually makes it weaker. Be quiet. No barking. It's what happens when you have 2 dogs in your room. Pains in the butts. Range dropped from 0.2. So this is a horrible thing. Everything now has the range of a chain gun. How do you fight a minigun if you're slowed while you're firing but the minigun has the exact same range as you. How do you win? I used to beat miniguns. Oh wait, miniguns are 9 point something. Oh, you're good. We're fine. I thought I lost all that. Lost Dreamer used to have the second longest range after Tetrad. Not anymore. Boo. Lost Dreamer and Sincerity used to both have 10.6. Not anymore. That's gone. Here's my problem. If they still have no health, and they still have no speed, and assault rifles, I mean, all the battle rifles all have speed that are equal, how the hell does that help anybody? Why are we nerfing their ranges? They even nerfed the heavy Renegade to the same range. I don't understand the concept of heavies and primaries having the same range at all. It makes zero sense. Then why are they heavy? Why are they heavy then? So to make the Renegade better, what we do is we nerf the Lost Dreamer's damage. You would think, right? That makes actual sense to me too. Same thing I thought. Why wouldn't you do that? But no, they have nothing. Just bullet speed. What? They finally gave him ammo, but for one buff, they got nerfed twice. How about balancing it out? Give me health and give me more ammo, because you're destroying my reload time, you're destroying my hit on charge, and you're also destroying my range. You took 3 things away from me to give me 10 more on my clip. That's just weird. They more than doubled the Lost Dreamer, but they increased its reload time to 2.5 seconds. So it's like running a damn Lumia Prodigal, but as a gun. The only good thing about it is, at the very least, when you're using it, it has a really large clip. But I don't get that. I get you increase their reload times, but I don't understand getting rid of their range. I don't understand any of that. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then you take its damage, and you almost... they crushed this gun. Damage reduced. They crushed this gun. But I understand why. You have more bullets. More bullets mean it should equal out to about the same amount of damage as you used to. It should equal out. We'll see. The charge to primal, it's been reduced also, but it's probably going to be a little bit less than what you were getting before. And reload, the range, I don't get that, but okay. The Renegade charge finally increased to back to 25, one more than it used to have, which was 24. So yay. Charges grant you more charge on pickup, double yay, with great, that's great. Shot speed increased, that's good too. So that means it was the slowest of the 3 guns. Now it's actually a little bit faster than the other 2, because I believe their shot speed was 42. Now this thing's shot speed is 45. So this thing is like a little minigun, but as a rifle. What I would prefer is bigger bullet size, like it used to have. It used to have a disgustingly huge bullet size. They didn't give it any more damage, but by nerfing the Lost Dreamer, now it's a heavy. What? Now, this gun is better than the Lost Dreamer because it does more damage than the Lost Dreamer. My argument was, it shoots faster than the Lost Dreamer, but did around the same amount of damage. So the only way to make it better is to nerf the Lost Dreamer. So I have to see, but I still think the assault rifles are gonna be trash. But it's real easy. Give them 15% health. Super easy. I don't understand why you don't want to do it, but if you're gonna nerf it 3 times, you might as well buff it twice. It's net nerf in general, but you should give it something more than just more ammo. That's all it got, more ammo. And supposedly that fix. We'll see. I don't know. Battle rifles. Battle rifles are in a good place overall. No, they weren't. They sucked ass last patch. With the exception for the Tetrad and the Dispatch. I don't see how bringing its, by reducing its capacity to a third makes any sense. Because you know the Dispatch started out with 12. We'll see. Again, we'll see. They took away 2 ammo, but its infusion perk is really good now. You actually heal 1 to 2 bars of health. You heal 1 bar or 2 bar. That's not horrible. But how do you get all those shots off? We'll see. Battle rifles are in a good place overall. So what they're claiming, actually, the Borson is point. The reality is it's shooting at actually 0.4. What 0.4 used to be. That's what it's shooting at. Because what he said is when they fixed it for all the guns were 0.01 faster. So if the Borson was at 0.4 originally or 0.3 originally, it was shooting like the way the Caretaker was shooting. A real 0.4, which what the Caretaker used to shoot at, will shoot like what a 0.5 shoots at now. So what they did is they brought its speed to the old Caretaker, which still doesn't make any sense. It has more bullets. It shoot faster. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, the problem is you gave me more bullets, but you make my gun take longer to shoot. You gave the Caretaker less bullets, and you make that gun still faster to shoot. How does that make sense? It doesn't. That's the point. It really doesn't. You have to flip them. The one with the more ammo has to shoot faster. It's just logical. I don't get it either. It's just weird. This patch was intended to be used as a finishing weapon. So you gave it 3 bullets? That thing better hit like a truck if you're giving it only 3 shots. You can't tell me you gave it 3 shots and now that's supposed to be enough. If you wanted to be mean, you should have brought it down to 6. Bringing it down to 3 is insane. It's just like, it's hot trash now. One of the things the Dispatch had that was really useful was what do you call it, sadism. The reason sadism worked real well with the Dispatch was there was a lot of bullets. There's not a lot of bullets now. You have 3. That multiply to 9. What the hell is that? Insane. The Dispatch, of course you weren't using it right. The way a Dispatch was used was Dispatch Commotion, Dispatch Tetrad, Dispatch Sincerity. What you're supposed to do with heavy weapons and primary weapons of same type of class of weapon is you use them in alternating fire. When you alternate fire, what's supposed to happen is when you fire the primary, by the time you fire the heavy, your primary is ready to fire again, and then your heavy shoots in between all the spaces where your primary is not firing, allowing you to create an endless stream of damage that melts health bars. The reason why this gun was so strong was Dispatch Commotion both had 9. You got to shoot 18 shots. That's why they were strong. You could never see that last patch because rockets, how would you get close to a rocket to do that? You didn't. Heretics, boom, dead. Like, it was heretic, trial, dead. Trial, heretic, dead. So you never got to see what these guns could do last patch because they could never get in range. They were being killed off screen. So this doesn't make any sense. Like, I haven't played it, and I can tell you 3 is not enough. If you're going to give it 3, then each shot better do, 600 per bullet in it. So that means it's doing 1,800 for its 3 shots. Like, one burst does 1,800. Because how the hell is that going to make any damn sense? It better have a damage increase, because that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And if you're gonna give it 3, then you better give it or offensive attunement as one of its new items that it has also, because this makes 0 sense. Nuts. It's crazy. Makes 0 sense. Mutiny Song. It finally can hit like a truck. It finally does damage. It's finally a heavy. Charge on pickup also much greater. And I also have a legendary scavenger on it. Bullets for days. If I play that thing with a bracer of dedication, I'm never out of ammo using that gun. I'm good. And it's 1 star. I have explosive damage. I'm good. I'm real good. So Mutiny Song is no longer a joke. Good for it. So it seems that the slows are staying. Don't get it. Reload has been reduced. Why? Damage has been increased. Okay. This gun never sucked. You just had to play it right. This gun never sucked. The problem you were also facing is, again, the stupid rockets. Their range was too long, so this gun could never get close to do anything. The rockets were so strong that if I was fighting a sniper and I just rolled out of range, they could do nothing. I have no idea. The one I have has, a legendary scavenger. That's the only thing I use now. I kill 1 person, my gun's full. If I use that in bracer, my gun's always full. Always. I don't care. And the way it hits now, it hits hard. And it has, 10 shots all together. So it's got 5 shots all together. The gun hits hard. So it's every shot I fire is a double damage shot. So it's doing 1,400. So I'm not catching it. So Flamethrowers. I always love Flamethrowers. Max charge increased to 40. Thank you. 28 wasn't bad. 28 wasn't bad. So 40 is just great to me. Fan freaking tastic. Reload time increased by 0.2. Who cares? I don't know. I have to try it. I have to see how it works. Still, right now, to fire all 6 bullets of abortion, we're looking at least 3 seconds. If it's 0.5, if you fire 0.5, fire 0.5, you might be able to get 3 shots out every second. So it might take you 2 seconds. We'll see. We'll see. You might be able to get 3 shots out per second. So it may not be horrible. It might be all I know, it's way better than having 8 shots and taking 6 seconds to fire all of them. Or 5.6 seconds to fire all of them. All I know is 2 seconds versus 6 seconds is a big freaking deal. So I think it might work out. Or it might take 2.2 seconds. It's a little bit under 2.5, which is still a massive improvement with what we had last patch. Last patch, it literally took you over 5 seconds, close to 6 seconds to empty your clip. What fight lasts that long? What build would you have to go against that would not take that wouldn't instantaneously blow you away while you're trying to shoot 8 shots over 6 seconds? What wouldn't kill you? I was dying to bots, bro. Like bots were killing me. I was dying to hunters. I was being killed by wild slinger. Everything was killing me. It was insane. It was ridiculously stupid. Again, maybe they were playing with parties and they could cover up that really bad stuff. But if you were one-on-oneing anything, you were dead. Dead. Like, it didn't make any sense. So, again, I'm hoping next patch they give you your health and your speed back for most of the items. Because being flat with nothing and certain things having speed not is dumb. I thought it was kind of cool where some guns were faster than others. I don't understand, like, one class, everything in the class is the same. I don't think that's cool. I think that's just dumb. I like that the Tetrad was faster, was the fastest of the three battle rifles. I like that. That's why I used to play Tetrad in my capture the flag builds, because it was the fastest gun. Now they're all the same. Why would I play the weaker one? You play commotion or you play sincerity. I mean, that's how it works. So if you give them nothing, why would you? The Finlay charge on pickup increased. Thanks God. Thank you. It needs that. Because it used to take a year and a day to fill that gun. At 75, at that number, 3 big pickups can fill it. Where originally we're talking about you were running around picking up 6, 7 pickups before you can even get that thing filled. Even if they were big pickups, you barely filled your freaking ammo. So that's great. Trait that y'all should think about is resourceful. Another thing that this gun will play well with is Current's Cache. Current's Cache with resourceful, and you have a bunch of resourceful, epic resourcefuls on your weapon, will help immensely. You'll not only be getting your cooldown quicker, but you would also be cooldown for your primal because you're using a seeker, but you'll also be getting a lot more ammo. So resourceful, it's the opposite of Spirit Well. It does what Spirit Well does, but with ammo. Yeah, that's fantastic. Because if you ever do legendary resourceful with Current's Cache, and then you just run around catching ammo, you have the same problem I have with use Spirit Well. Like Spirit Well, I don't think they fixed that. So this patch, every time I kill a large, get a large primal energy pickup, I am going to go primal with Sunder automatically. And if I have any other primal with the setup I have, it takes me 2 of those to primal automatically. The small ones drop my cooldown somewhere between 30 or 40 points all the time. It's stupid. I believe so. But I play my Finlay with offensive entombment. The mortars were overwhelmingly strong and they're getting a few tweaks. No, they weren't. Because they had no pardon my French, no fraughten range. I'm glad I didn't say the other one. No F-word range. No effing range. Mortars were overwhelmingly strong, getting a few tweaks. Demi-Loon damage reduction. How? How was Demi-Loon super strong? All Demi-Loon had was it had the ability to get ammo real quick. It was not devastatingly strong. How do I know? I have a Demi-Loon at 20. I wasn't blasting people to hell with it. And the Demi-Loon out of all of the mortars was the hardest one to hit. You have to get really comfortable with it. Yes, I have a scavenger resourceful spirit well on my current cache. That's what I use. But the spirit well is epic. I believe the resourceful is either epic, and I believe the capacity. No, it's scavenger and the resourceful are both rare. But yeah, it's a really strong thing to have. Lumia Arrival, they nerfed the damage again. They reduced its rate again. I don't understand not having weapons that can reach sniper rifles with range if you're just starting out. I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. That's what the mortars had that made them useful. They're both really good. Um, the thing about Lumia Arrival, because it only has one ammo, it's super easy to get ammo back for it. It comes out, the ammo comes back really fast. So 2 pickups always gives you a charge. And the damage is so strong, it doesn't really matter. So they play around the same for me. I'm just really good with an arrival. So giving me an arrival with a bigger splash damage is even better. It's not. I'm stuck using it because I can't get mods for it. So I play it all the time. And what did they took off? They took off 400. You can get half of that back by getting a penta or a deca kill. And then the other thing that gets it, if you're playing Paragon Arena, you just get the Paragon buff. And then if you kill the stupid, if you kill the Dreadnought or if you kill the Meganaut, you can keep yourself tanky. You can keep yourself at damage. I don't see that. That's still stronger than Arrival in one shot. And if you're using Bracer, that's multiple shots. So yeah, I don't see it. Because the idea is to use Bracer Dedication with that. And then you make sure you're always killing 2 to 3 people always. So you have multiple shots. So yeah, like with the Lumia Arrival, I'll be catching fools like 4 people at one shot, getting quadra kills with one freaking Lumia Arrival. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. To me, they should have pushed it to 11. At least the heavies. Like, this is what I keep saying. Heavies and primaries cannot share ranges. All heavies have to have longer ranges than their primaries. Just logically. They're heavy weapons. Their malfunction is they're slower in reactivation, but they do more damage and have more range. And they have to pick up ammo. It doesn't regenerate on its own. Unless you have a negate siren. Hysterical what they did with it. It's hysterical. So the reload time went up by 0.5. It's going to feel like a year and a day. I can tell you 0.3 or 0.5 feels like a nightmare. So when things go up to 3 seconds or things are moving up into 1.8 from 1.3, you're going to feel it. It's going to feel like what's going to happen is if you played certain things for a long period of time, you're completely comfortable and knowledgeable with how it reloads. When they do stuff like this, it throws your timing off like you'll never believe. The sincerity, people are like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not. I don't want more damage. Give me my band reload back. Because making it 0.2 from 0.8 or 0.3 from 0.8, I could not. There would be times I'm shooting and no bullets are coming out because I expected the gun to reload already. That's the problem. I played it through 10 patches that way. How the hell are you telling me I'm supposed to now readjust after playing that gun for almost 10 months or 11 months in one way, and then you decided, you know what, let's change the reload. That's just crazy. I don't make no damn sense. Right. That's the other part. They have shorter shot speeds. That was one of the things that they did to them too that was weird. All heavy mortars have really long wait times for them to come back down. So why am I not getting range for that? Why am I not getting range? They're not quick. I don't get it. To me, heavy mortars were perfect sniper. They were the perfect guns to fight against snipers. Now you have to go into a sniper range and a rockets range to be able to drop your heavy so it kind of lands on them. That's dumb. The idea was to be able to stay away. The idea was supposed to be able to hide from explosions. Hey, here's what we do. We're judging it before we play it. It might play like a dream. We also are going to have the ability to actually have people on our team to cover our weaknesses versus the way we're playing now, like where we don't. When I was playing with I never get this name. Manta Natan. When we were playing yesterday, it was like we were on a team because every eventide game I played, we were on the same team. And it was easy as hell. He was running Caretaker. I was running Trial. Oh my God, that was so easy. So when you have a person who can cover your back, it makes the gameplay like not even hard. So yeah, it ain't a thing. So like I said, when you can cover each other, it doesn't feel